On our line, brought to you by Mainline Autographs on the Mainline Hotline, is Mr. Matt Stairs. Matt, can you hear me?
Gentlemen, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Just living the dream up here in Canada.
You got any snow?
Do we? It's 3.5 feet already.
Wow. So I have to ask this question right off the bat, man. You know, first show ever, Bill and Friends in Sports. You couldn't make the trip to Philly for this?
No one asked me to.
What's up for that? I asked you to. You said you couldn't do that.
There's a big budget.
Hey, how long have we known each other since 2008?
I think so, yeah.
That might have been the first time I've ever seen you being shy and asking me to come down.
Well, you know me. I don't want to be forward about stuff like that. So, Matt, so you're moving from the broadcast booth back into the dugout. And, you know, we've talked about this many times, but I think the people out there would like to know, what are your feelings about getting back into the dugout again?
Excited. You know, I really enjoyed the last 3 years of broadcasting and seeing the game from not just a different angle, but just a different. I don't know how it slows down a lot on TV or when you're watching in person upstairs, and now getting a chance to go back downstairs and helping. Giving you knowledge of hitting and basically being on the field again. It's something that's been in my blood for 21 years before I retired, so it was kind of hard to walk away, but listen, I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what these young kids are going to do this year. I think it's going to be a very interesting year. Another year under their belt, and I'm excited to see the Michael Franco to back up a pretty good year he had last year, and Freddie Galvis to work on some things, and I'm looking forward to it this year. It should be fun.
Well, on that same note, at this level, at the major league level, I guess as a hitting coach, you really don't come in there and restructure a swing or do anything really too dramatic, do you? I mean, is there ever going to be a situation where you tear somebody completely down and start them up again?
Well, no, not at that age. I mean, I think the older you get, I think you make more changes. Look, my main goal going into spring training is to get these guys to not give away at bats. And the advantage of being in the broadcast booth and working with CSN, the great Comcast Sportsnet, is that you have stats on everything when we were up there. And just the amount of at-bats that people gave away, or if you're a fastball hitter and you're approaching a first pitch slider low and away, to me that's a poor at-bat. And that's one of the biggest things is just getting back, showing the numbers and saying, listen, hit off the fastball. Mm-hmm. If you talk to any Hall of Famer, they hit off the fastball. Until 2 strikes, they make an adjustment. And honestly, I think you just get back to the point where, you do these drills with all these kids. You can't change their swings, but I think you can get into a good area where you get them into a good power stance. And the biggest thing is just working the count and not give the bats away. That's the most important thing we're going to work on.
Good. While you're down there in spring training, is there going to be any time now for you to play golf? I mean, is this going to hamper our golf games when we're back in Philadelphia? I mean, you and I were able to play 3 times a week, and now that you're an official coach, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to play golf with you anymore at this point.
No, you can. I'll invite you to come out to golf with me, unlike you invite me down for the first show. But
ouch.
But look, the way I see this, golf is going to be nice because the only thing that's going to be tough about the golf is that I usually played, first tee time at 7:00, finished by 11:30, 12. I would take that nice 3-hour snooze,
right?
Being across, to take the second bus,
yeah,
and then get to the ballpark at 4:00. Now it's going to be golf in the morning, mm-hmm. Straight to the ballpark, prepare for the games, go to bed. That's the only thing that's going to change. But no, listen. When I got announced to be the hitting coach, I've been thinking from day one what I wanted to do. I wrote all these notes down, all the players coming in. Excited to see where the organization's going, making the moves. It's just a different chapter. I think this is chapter number 5 now.
Right.
Of the book, and it's just something I'm really excited. And like you said, Bill, it's not one thing where you go in and you change them. Mm-hmm. I played 19 years, and I played. Early in my career, I wasn't that guy who swung for the fence every time. I was a guy that worked the walks. Realized how important it was to work the count and to get into the bullpen early in the first game of a series. And I think helping the guys come off the bench, just given the thought that way of helping guys off the mental approach of become a successful pinch hitter. So my golf game's is not going to stink any worse than it does. I'm not going to give you any more strokes. front hole 9, back hole 9. So we'll be playing some golf, but I'm actually looking forward to the 2017 season.
I'm curious, and if this is too personal a question to ask, just let me know. How does the family feel about you being back on a 162-game schedule versus only doing 100 games?
They're ecstatic. They know how much I love talking hitting and teaching hitting, and being back in uniform. They enjoyed the 3 years of broadcasting, but honestly, I think they're very excited for this. They know that my love for hitting is almost as much as I love hockey, and they know I'm excited. And I think they were kind of surprised too of jumping into the big leagues right away and not going down through the minor leagues and stuff. But, I've always tell people, for 3 years I was a hitting instructor to as many people listen to on TV. Now we get to break it down to, the 13 hitters and 12 pitchers. Right. So they're excited. They can't wait. And, they're looking to, I think they're looking more, my 3 girls and my wife are more looking forward to going on the roads and to hit the big shopping centers. I think that's what they're excited about.
They're good at spending that money of yours, huh?
So are you.
Well, I try, but you never pick up the check. Anyway,
now you're lying.
Hey, a lot of people don't realize that, once you became hitting instructor at the Philly Hit Zone, and you were teaching the kids over there at Philly Hit Zone, that's actually the moment that the Phillies realized that you may actually be a good candidate for this job. So I got to tell you, your marketing team, whoever it is out there that's got you doing this stuff, I heard that the fact that you were a guest bartender, in the area, that 2312 Garrett place, I heard that that helped too. So that, I'm thinking.
The All-Star?
Yeah, I think it's
All-Star Inc.
Yes, All-Star Inc. Yeah.
And Carl's Cards, they've helped out a lot.
Exactly.
They've supported us.
Absolutely.
Look, Bill, you've known me since '08, and at the Philadelphia Hit Zone, we started doing the hitting clinics last year, and I absolutely love working with the kids there. The guys that work there, first class, tremendous place to go over and hang out. Yes, I was celebrity bartending. I think I drank more than I actually poured, but that's all right. That's fine. But All-Star Inc. and you guys really helped out. That's for sure, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, and I tell you, I saw a different side of you. I mean, I know you're a nice guy and everything, but when I saw you working with the kids and making them crack up and making them feel comfortable about their swings, and the parents, all the parents always, had great things to say about you, and, also, helping out Christine a little bit with her pitching lessons and stuff. It was really great to see you in action there, and that's kind of when, right off the bat, when I heard the Phillies were even thinking about bringing you in, I knew it could translate into something very positive.
Well, and I think you said right there positive. I'm a very positive person. If it's working with big leaguers that I've worked with for over the last 6 or 7 years, or working with the young kids, I'm very positive. I'm a lot of energy. And I keep it simple when it comes to hitting. Foot down early, get your balance, and work gap to gap, and that's the biggest thing. And look, I think if you ask any pro athlete in any sport, and you get a chance to work with kids, and you see the big smile on their face, and all of a sudden they say they can't do something, and by 15 minutes into the hitting instruction or the free throw, whatever it is, next thing you know, they're taking nice swings, or they're making those baskets. You see the smile on their face. That's what it's about, and helping kids out. Now, are they going to remember 20 minutes later? Probably not.
Well, that's
but
what
at least you keep on giving them something. You keep on reminding them, and that's what it's all about. It's helping guys. It's like giving a big leaguer one small. Jason Worth. We changed his stance back in '07, '08, getting his hands from over his head down low and using his leverage, and next thing you know, boom, what happened? So it's just. I think for hitting coaches to give a little advice to somebody, and all of a sudden, boom, they roll with it, and things work out. It makes you feel good, but you can see they keep on working at it, and they're smiling, and they enjoy it, and that's what it's all about.
Well, and you can tell by the accent, if you didn't already know, Matt is a Canadian citizen and a very big hockey fan. So, Matt, I got to ask you, is it between the Canadians and the Flyers for the Cup this year? Is that what it's going to come down to? Who are you going to root for?
If I told you if it was going to come down between the Flyers and Canadians, I'd be lying to you.
Right.
I don't think either team makes the Stanley Cup this year.
Okay.
I just, and that's, it is what it is. I mean, I would love to see it. That'd be awesome, but one that can't.
Who do you pick?
They have to face each other before the Stanley Cup, but they played well. I mean, Philadelphia's back on the plus side of goals. They had the nice stretch where they won 9 or 10 in a row, playing good hockey, and it's nice to see. I mean, I love the Flyers. You know, I got some good buddies on there, and of course I'm a diehard Canadiens fan. So,
well, who do you pick? Who's going to win it all?
Who would I pick?
Yeah.
Oh, I pick Montreal.
To win it all?
Oh God, I'm sorry, no. You know what? I haven't figured it out yet. I love Columbus Blue Jackets.
Really?
I think they've done a tremendous job. Their offense. New York Rangers are tremendous. They're like a plus 38 in goals. You know, I don't think the teams out west are as strong as they used to be, but I think it's going to be a team on the east, and it's either going to be Columbus or the Rangers.
Pitchers and catchers are what day, Matt? You must know it.
13th of February.
Do you go in for that one too? There's probably guys in early, right?
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I get to teach the hit. The pitchers had a hit.
Have you? That's true.
I should say.
Actually,
you know what? I'll be down in February. Actually, I'll be down January 22nd for the Phillies fantasy camp for 4 or 5 days, and then I'm going to just stay down there and hang out. And if some players end up showing up, then we'll do some workouts. If kids don't show up or any of the players show up, then I'll work on my golf game again. So
there you go.
I'll be having a short winter in Canada and a long 68 days in Florida of thinking baseball and getting ready for the season.
That sounds great. Well, Matt, we really appreciate you coming on board with us tonight for our first show here, and I know you're honored, right? I mean, this is something that
absolutely.
I had
and unlike getting invited to come down to Philly to do your show, I invite you down to spring training.
Yes, I know.
And I'll treat you to golf.
There you go. All right.
So there you go.
We'll have to work on. Maybe if I can get you to pay for the airfare, I can make the trip. How about that?
I'll get you a one-way ticket from the bus.
Thanks. Great. I'll walk home. All right, Matt. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming on. We'll talk to you soon.